What's good, Blast Our Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Jared, and guys, I want to put something into context for you guys to actually be able to understand how delusional and how naive our government is when it comes to planning for the electrification of America. Now, what I'm about to show you is about to come from the millionaire motivator on IG. Now, what I'm about to show you is going to be a clear representation of how incompetent some of the people in our government are when they're making these very big moves towards the future as far as the electrification of the world of America. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen here, and we're gonna have a little conversation about this because this is something that needs to be talked about, and I kind of want to get away from the whole Kendrick G situation stuff. But guys, let's check this out.
The United States demand each year.
Now, the reason why I let that play twice is because that's something that's critical when it comes to this forward thinking when it comes to electric vehicles and the de-oilization of America. Now, I'm a gearhead. I love cars, okay? I love cars, I love guns. I'm just gonna sit here and say it. I love cars and I love guns. You get me talking about cars, I ain't gonna be able to stop. You get me talking about guns, I ain't gonna be able to stop. It's that's how it goes with me. But the fact of the matter is that this is a critical issue that a lot of Americans are not paying attention to, let alone paying attention to the fact that a lot of these EVs aren't sustainable or reliable, nor do they have the range to be a reliable daily driver, especially if you're traveling cross country or traveling 45 minutes from your work. Range depends on what you're using in the vehicle. If you're charging your phone, if you have air conditioner on, how fast you're going, atmospheric temperature. So there's a lot that goes into that. The way you drive, battery health, all that stuff goes into that. So these politicians are trying to implement EVs, not even trying to implement actual structure to actually make our power grid be able to handle the load. As you heard what the governor said, it will take twice the amount of power that we currently produce in order to sustain just a little minor bit of EVs. I'm gonna say this. It's gonna need a quadrupled amount of power to sustainably run electric vehicles. I'm saying quadruple. Reason why? Because you're gonna have more people get these cars. Let's keep it up. There's almost 400 million Americans that lives in the United States. With a lot more people coming into the country, that's going to roughly double. So it's probably going to be 800 million people if by that time we don't get the borders under control. Could potentially double. So you're adding those people onto the power grid, plus you're adding EVs onto the power grid, which need a lot of electricity, and then our power grid doesn't have the ability to actually produce more power because we're maxed out. There's no active plan that these politicians have to actually create something that can help the nation. You have countries in Europe playing around with the theory of fusion nuclear energy. And what I mean by fusion, slamming two elements together to create power. Basically, they're trying to bring harness the power of the sun and put it into a sphere that can power an entire country. That's basically what they're trying to do. The technology is not advanced enough, nor is it creative enough to actually be able to sustain itself. So what's going to happen is you're going to have all these people adding all these EVs to the power grid, and it's going to basically destroy the power grid. Our power grid cannot handle this influx of EVs. No matter how much politicians tell you, "Oh, get your EV," or how much tax incentives they give you, the structure cannot handle it. And what you're going to start to see is rolling blackouts in states like South Carolina, Texas, North Carolina, all these other states. California's already experiencing them. Think about it. What's going to happen in California is going to happen all over the country. But there's also another way. And that other way is a hydrogen electric power grids. Well, hydrogen electric. That's another way. But you never know. That could be something that could be coming soon, but you never know. But anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast on Spotify.com. I'll see you guys on Flipside. Thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.